Hello, this is Miriam, and I'm going to be discussing my question. Are there parts of the U.S. Public School Foundation that are outdated when it comes to the needs of modern day students? And on a website I was reading, it said American public education assumes one common pathway for all 4 years of high school, and for the lucky, another 4 years of higher education, the required credential for the vast majority of middle and high paying jobs. While it's amazing that schools do focus on getting students to college, there's also um, a lot of really awesome, amazing options out there that aren't college, such as trade schools or agricultural things. And I think that would be really awesome to include in the foundation is just showing students the options that they do have. And then in that website, it also talked about while high school graduation rates are at an all time high, completion and dropout statistics for students with disabilities remain dismal. And that's something that I noticed in my high school um, is that we did have a lot of great programs for the kids with disabilities, but there were a lot of issues still and help that the students needed that they weren't able to get and that the teachers were trying to get for them, but the school board wasn't paying enough attention to, it seemed like. And I think that if there was a better foundation in how to help students with disabilities, that would be super helpful. And that website, it also said, um, well, actually, in History and Philosophy of Education, under Thomas Jefferson, it said, as the nation evolved, Thomas Jefferson came to believe that a new approach would be needed to realize the American dream. This perspective, he believed, could be started through a state structured system of public schools. Thus, things were changing in America. Thomas Jefferson realized the importance of public schools and how they could help as those changes were happening. And there's a lot of changes that are happening in our world today. And so, as things continue to change, then things need to be changing in public schools to help prepare students for those changes. For example, I was interviewing a principal for a middle school a few years back, and he was saying that instead of focusing so much on standardized testing and those scores, that the school had changed its perspective and focus to more of how to help the students understand and master technology and different things that had to do with STEAM. And STEAM is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And those are a lot of the things that jobs um, that are in jobs nowadays. Because a lot of jobs nowadays have to do more with technology and math and those different things that are involved in STEAM. And so I just thought it was really amazing that the school was going a different route than they had always gone. Instead of focusing on those standardized test scores, focusing on what the students actually needed. Um, and so I think it would be really amazing if other schools did that as well. And that's just what I learned this week. Obviously, there's amazing things that are still in the school foundation for public schools. But obviously, there's also a lot of other ways that we can make improvements and make things better for our students. So, thank you for listening.